the Fantasy Football Recap with Chris Leslie. I'm Chris Leslie, and this is our final segment for this week. You're listening on the CALX network. So the first thing we are going to do is briefly preview. Oh, my hair is just awful, sorry. We will briefly preview this week's matchups in our league, which will hopefully address some of the questions and concerns for you fantasy owners in your respective leagues. And then we will revisit our predictions, suggestions, and whatever else I said that was in the last segment, and how those panned out. So, without further ado, we will go ahead and take a look at the Silver Bullets versus the Linwood Silicone Pillows. That pits a 5-1 team, Silver Bullets, versus a 1-5 team. Preview this matchup here, and it's kind of hard because it doesn't show the benches. So, but just from the players that they have, Cam Newton, advantage to the Silver Bullets versus Eli Manning. Adrian Peterson, advantage versus no player because Silver Bullets have a bye. So I assume he'll probably put Fred Jackson in that spot. And I'm surprised Fred Jackson isn't in that spot now. Does he have a bye? Oh, he does have a bye. Interesting. Okay, so we will have to see what his answer is for having Arian Foster and Fred Jackson out with byes. Then he has Jackie Battle for Kansas City against Maurice Jones-Drew. That's a push. Mike Wallace at the wide receiver spot versus Dez Bryant for Dallas. Advantage for Silver Bullets. And then Greg Jennings, advantage over Johnny Knox, again for the Silver Bullets. And then the tight end position, the Grim Reaper, Jimmy Graham, over Brandon Pettigrew of the Lions. And then kickers, John Casey over Ryan Lindell has a bye this week, so I'm not sure what Linwood Silicone Pillows is going to do to address that need. So let's quickly just go back to so the teams that have byes. Looks like the AFC, some in the AFC East and some in the NFC East, as you have Fred Jackson of the Bills has a bye, as does and the Texans, they have a bye, so they're the South. Let's see. And the New England Patriots have a bye as well. So AFC, NFC East, some teams, along with whatever division Houston plays in, and yeah, so let's just keep looking here real quick. And NFC West team, the 49ers, as well as Cincinnati has a bye. So Giants, 49ers, Eagles, Bills, Bengals, Patriots. Yeah, so far that's quite a few teams. Alright, so quickly we will look at the Silver Bullets and see what their answer can be at running back. He has Mike Tolbert on the bench, along with that's pretty much it. Or he can go with a another wide receiver, so he could go with a Julio Jones. So his choices are Mike Tolbert or Julio Jones. I would go with Julio Jones. Then we'll take a look at Linwood silicone pillows and his bye needs. Frank Gore and Eli Manning. Let's start out there. On his bench, he has Matt Castle, so he'll cover Eli Manning's bye with Matt Castle, presumably. And then as far as Frank Gore, he has well, his choices are to either go with no Sean Marino for a running back, or he can go with 3 wide receivers, and in that case he could choose between Reggie Wayne. So he could go with Reggie Wayne or no Sean Marino. I would probably go with Reggie Wayne, in all honesty. Okay. Moving along to the next matchup. And like Kobayashi, 4-2, taking on, this is an important matchup. Do you like my legs? Be honest. Like Kobayashi, 4-2. Do you like my legs? Be honest, 3-2. So this could be for the 4th playoff spot, depending on how this shakes out. And you have Drew Brees going against Tony Romo. Advantage Drew Brees for like Kobayashi. Marshawn Lynch against Sean Green. Advantage, do you like my legs? Be honest. James Starks against Darren Sproles. Advantage, like Kobayashi. Brandon Lloyd against Steve Smith. Advantage, do you like my legs? Be honest. And Mike Thomas against Jordy Nelson. Again, advantage, do you like my legs? Be honest. And then for the tight ends, Joel Dressen against Kellen Winslow. And advantage Winslow, and do you like my legs? Be honest. And then defensively, you have the Packers versus the Bears. Advantage like Kobayashi. And then kickers. No kicker in for like Kobayashi against Mason Crosby. So thus far, advantage to do you like my legs? Be honest. And their bye players are the Eagles, LaShawn McCoy, Hakeem Nicks, the Giants, Ahmad Bradshaw, the Giants, Alex Henry of Philadelphia, and Victor Cruz of the Giants. So, like Kobayashi, definitely put in a tight spot with all of the NFC East buys. And then for do you like my legs? Be honest, just Steven Gostkowski, his kicker, and Aaron Hernandez, the tight end. So he's not too hurt. Obviously, all of his buys are covered. So let's take a look at and see what Kobayashi can do. Like Kobayashi, what options are available to him? Okay. So he has all of his buys covered except for kicker, and he doesn't have another kicker. So it looks like he's in some trouble there. He needs a kicker. So on to our next matchup, which will feature fat guy in a little coat taking on the dumpster divers. So this is kind of a quasi toilet bowl matchup. Fat guy in a little coat can get to the final of the toilet bowl with a win, but if he loses, then the winner of F You Guys I Quit and soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl, that will decide the champion. Okay, this matchup, head to head. Let's preview this sucker. Okay. Tom Brady, bye week. So no quarterback against Aaron Rodgers. Advantage dumpster divers. Reggie Bush, advantage over Peyton Hillis, advantage, fat guy in a little coat. Ernest Graham against Daniel Thomas, advantage, fat guy in a little coat. Harry Douglas against Bye Week, advantage, fat guy in a little coat. Steve Johnson, bye versus bye. No advantage there. So Philadelphia Buffalo, bye week problem. Tony Gonzalez versus Jason Witten, advantage, dumpster divers. Then again, defenses. Both of their defenses have byes, Bengals and Giants. And then kickers. Dan Bailey against Jason Hansen, advantage, Jason Hansen. Team advantage going to fat guy in a little coat. So, in addition to the byes we've already discussed, let's see. Nothing new here. We've already discussed these byes, so we'll take a quick look at fat guy in a little coat and look at his options, and then we'll do the same for the dumpster divers. Fat guy in a little coat will be playing Matt Hasselbeck at quarterback, who's projected for 11 points, and then a wide receiver. What has he got on his bench as far as wide receivers are concerned? Sidney Rice. Yeah, looks like he'll be going with Sidney Rice unless he makes a move. Then defensively, he's screwed. He's going to have to let the 49er defense go or pick someone else up. So he doesn't have a defense right now because the Giants and the 49ers have a bye. He needs a defense desperately. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at the dumpster divers and what his needs are. On his bench, he has his wide receiver is Nate Washington, so he'll probably be going with him. But his other wide receiver has a bye as well, which is Jeremy Maclin. So, what's he going to do there? Oh, early Duche is what he's going to do there. Then for his defensive bye, he'll be going with the Steelers defense. Okay. Okay, so. Alright, now go to our next matchup. Okay. Adam Shine Rich Gannons versus the Seattle Smoke. This is an important matchup. Two 5-1 teams going at each other right now. So this will settle a lot in terms of standings, at least for this week. And we have for Seattle Smoke, Tim Tebow going against Matthew Stafford. Advantage, Seattle Smoke. Ray Rice against Darren McFadden. Advantage, Seattle Smoke. Chris Johnson against Matt Forte. Advantage, Adam Shine, Rich Gannon Special. Beanie Wells against Roddy White. Push. Pierre Garçon against Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree has a bye. So, advantage, Seattle Smoke. And Owen Daniels versus another bye week. Advantage, Seattle Smoke. And the Ravens defense versus the Lions defense. Advantage, Seattle Smoke. Kickers Neil Rackers versus a bye week. Advantage. Seattle Smoke. So, from here, it looks like Adam Shine Rich Gannon Special has some problems. So let's, we don't really need to take a look at Seattle Smoke. He appears to have all of his bye weeks covered. We'll take a look at Adam Shine Rich Gannon Special. And first bye is Michael Crabtree, so he needs a wide receiver. And on his bench he has Larry Fitzgerald, so I assume he will go that direction. His next bye is his tight end. Does he have a backup tight end? Yes, he does. Fred Davis, so looks like he'll go that route. And then for his kicker, does he have a backup kicker? No, he does not. How interesting. I have two really solid kickers right now, and I may not be cutting. I might just hang on to both of them. Alright, so he really needs a kicker. Okay. And then, the last matchup, the Toilet Bowl, which features F You Guys I Quit against yours truly, soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. We'll take a look at this matchup. Okay, Mark Sanchez versus Bye. Advantage. F You Guys I Quit. Mark Ingram versus Javed Best. Advantage. Soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. Ryan Terrain versus Michael Turner. Advantage. Soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. Steven Jackson versus Marcus Colston. Advantage. Soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. Percy Harvin. I'm sorry. Santonio Holmes versus Bye Week. Advantage. F You Guys I Quit. And Percy Harvin against Santana Moss. Advantage. Soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. Tight ends, Zach Miller against Greg Olson. Advantage, soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. And Jets defense against Bills defense, or actually bye week. Advantage, F You Guys I Quit. Robbie Gold versus Billy Cundiff. Advantage, soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. Team advantage, soon to be winner of Week 7 Toilet Bowl. No buys here for what's his name? F You Guys I Quit. So we'll take a look at my bye weeks and see how I can address those. Okay. First bye is the quarterback, Michael Vick, and he will be replaced by Ben Roethlisberger. Second bye, right now I have the option of either going with 3 running backs, and that which means Willis McGahee, or actually no, sorry, check that. We'll actually be using Dwayne Bowe again, right? Wait a minute. Yeah, Deshaun Jackson. So Dwayne Bowe will replace Deshaun Jackson. And then defensively, we have the Jaguars defense right now, but we may decide to go after someone else. So that's the position we're in. But what I do see in looking at the overall league perspective is that there are some definite needs for some of these guys and their bye weeks, namely kickers and defenses, and I have 2 of each. So that might bode well for me. Alright, so let's just look around we'll check on some of the suggestions and predictions that we had for last week. Most of them didn't turn out so well. Hines Ward turned out to be crap. Similar with the backup for the Indianapolis Colts. I forget his name. It's not even worth mentioning. He did bad too. But one move that did work out quite well, if you had the foresight to make it, which we didn't, and I wish we did. Aurelius Ben. That was the guy I said, get this guy. He's going to have a bust-out game one of these weeks, and it wouldn't be bad to have him if he did. Well, he had 14 points against the New Orleans Saints. Backslap. Okay. So, for this week's predictions, or not predictions, but suggestions and predictions. Okay. Looking at the players that are available, based on their point projection, quarterback-wise, Jay Cutler, if he's available, 16 points. Steven, Hachika for the Seahawks, 13 points, kicker. Eric Decker for the Denver Broncos. Brandon Lloyd is probably going to get traded, or he might be hurt. Probably won't be doing much, so Eric Decker looks to get a lot of points this week. If he's still available in your league, he's available in ours. Kevin Walter for the Houston Texans. Another good pickup because it looks like Andre Johnson isn't going to play. And along those lines, Jacoby Jones would be another good pickup for the same reason. For running back, the player that I would pick up would be Montario Hardesty of the Cleveland Browns. Given the situation with, what's his name, Peyton Hillis, and the likelihood that he will probably be getting a lot of playing time this week against the Seattle Seahawks. That is pretty much it. Now, in our league, you have some good kickers available. And the Chargers defense is available in our league, and that might be one I try to go for, but I have a feeling a lot of other guys are going to be going for that too, and being ninth on the waiver wire, probably not going to be around. So that being said, I would say our suggestions and recommendations for this week, Eric Decker, Jacoby Jones, Kevin Walter, San Diego Charger defense, Montario Hardesty, and last but not least, last week's recommendation that's still available in our league, Aurelius Ben. That wraps up our show for this week. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in. This has been the Chris Leslie Fantasy Football Recap on the CALX Network. We'll see you next week.